congratulations on a good job. This year's coaching search obviously kind of gets a new twist with the early signing period. What is the plan for these next 8-9 days?
Yeah, I had an opportunity to sit down last night for about 2 or 3 hours and prioritize everything that we can do. I mean, it's going to be a hectic day, 9 days. I think for me it's about giving our current players the best experience they can have. Those seniors have been through a lot, and they deserve to have a great time at the bowl game, and they deserve the opportunity to go out and have a chance to win. And I know that's what they want to do. So, my focus really is going to be on our current team. I'm going to recruit as much as I can. I had an opportunity to get on the phone with probably almost half of our commits last night. It's important for me to get a couple of staff members in here so they can do the same thing. I'm going to take a trip today to try to go see 2 or 3 of our current commits as well, just to get in the home with them. We have a recruiting weekend this weekend, and we also, during the weekend, we also report to a bowl site. So managing the logistics of both of those is going to be crazy. But we'll figure it out. And the thing about it is, I think we'll attack it with a plan and some passion, and hopefully I think we'll be able to work through it. But the early signing period, has really made a difference when it comes to hiring coaches. I mean, I think it's sped up the process. But as I said, I think it's you just got to deal with it and try to move forward the best you can.
Next question: if you identify yourself in the organization you're with.
Chris Vanini with The Athletic. What did you learn this past year at TCU?
Yeah.
And off the field?
Well, I just want to, first of all, I want to thank Gary Patterson. Gary's been a friend of mine through the years, and I had an opportunity to go over and work for who I think is one of the finest defensive coaches in college football. And have an opportunity to learn from him and be around his program. The thing that makes Gary so good is his passion. He's got a tremendous passion for football and young people, and so it was really good for me just to see how he organizes his program, in everything that he does, from the way he coaches in the off season, to the way he prepares defensively, to how he maintains the consistency that which that program has. It's one thing to build a program and become a winner. It's another thing to be able to do it year after year after year, and that's what he's done incredibly well. And he's done it by being consistent. Gary's had plenty of opportunities to leave. He's chosen to stay there. And I think for us, that's a pretty good model. They did a tremendous job growing that program, getting into the Big 12, and going from there, and becoming a winner in the Big 12. And so I learned so much from him, and I want to thank him because it was a great learning experience for me.
Billy Embody with 24/7 Sports. Coach, how much does a year in a role like offensive analyst allow you to sit back as a coach and reflect and change philosophies?
It does for sure. I mean, it's when you're coaching, it's always about the 6 inches in front of your face. It just is. And when you're a head football coach, you're dealing with 125 players. You're dealing with 30, 40 support staff people. There's recruiting. You're dealing with hundreds of recruits that you're dealing with. And so every single day is challenging. And what that does is it really takes time away from self-reflection. And all of us know how important self-reflection is for growth. And so my role last year was a lot less complicated than my role as a head coach normally is. And so from day one, what I decided to do was, I'm gonna take a year, and I've got 3 notebooks full of notes that I took on things I liked, things I didn't like, things I want to do better, things to improve. I spoke to a lot of different coaches, head coaches, retired coaches, successful coaches, not so successful coaches, everybody, and really had an opportunity to learn and decompress a little bit. And so I'm re-energized, and I'm ready to go. And